I consider it a new place. The new buildings coming up out of an old industrial area. It's kind of a new life springing up.
For me, it's not a neighborhood, and actually, if there are residential buildings going up in this area, I'm not sure, which is which. I mean, I think I have a sense that there are, and I know there are some, a little further north by River Place or whatever that's called.
It kind of reminds me of some of the neighborhoods that I've seen in Europe, where you have the retail up above on the ground floor, and then the living spaces above. It seems to me like that kind of makes it a little more of a community, when you can live and shop right in your own neighborhood.
I feel strongly that we need to have families down here, and families mean children.
I decided to move here with my family completely on a whim, just because it looked like it would be a fun adventure for my children.
I don't know, this is kind of that intangible, lived-in feeling I think it'll take several years to get to, and I don't know, it's not really unique. It looks very fabricated, and OHSU has the main stamp of presence here, so yeah, this is kind of that intangible, kind of lived-in atmosphere that I don't see yet.
It's an amazing neighborhood. I've never lived anywhere where I knew as many people, cared about as many people, enjoyed as many people, had the opportunity to be with as many people in all kinds of different guises as here.
I definitely consider this a neighborhood. I think that having so many people living in such a small vertical space builds community in a way that I've never experienced in my life in a regular neighborhood.
I have never really thought about this place as a neighborhood. I just have never really, even now, knowing that it is a neighborhood, I still kind of have a hard time thinking about it that way.
Only seems like a neighborhood sometimes, because walking to work, early in the morning, there's really nobody around, the concierge isn't in. But during the middle of the day, there are all these construction workers, and then after work, there's the residents you see funneling in and out. And it really seems like a neighborhood more than anything when I'm walking the dogs. There's over 100 dogs alone in the Meriwether.
When I think of more of a neighborhood, I think of cul-de-sacs, that type of neighborly thing. So I probably would have to say no, but I don't really think of it as a neighborhood.
Like, does City Repair need to come in and do other, public art projects or things to kind of make it more colorful?
There's a tremendous effort here to make community and to have committees and to have people be involved with things that interest them.
I probably would ask them why they picked this general area to live, because you look at it and it's kind of busy, a lot of traffic. You would think most people want to live somewhere more quiet.
My kids view the riverbank and the river as sort of their adventure area. They explore with the neighbor kids.
Some people just like living downtown. Maybe they lived in a big house in the West Hills or Beaverton or something, and they want to downsize. So they live in an area like this, and I'm sure that they really like it.
Well, as a bicycle commuter, this place is more of an obstacle than a neighborhood right now, and I'm sure it'll get a lot better as soon as they get the construction finished.
I think to be a neighborhood, it maybe needs a little more history. It all seems kind of new right now, and it needs something to distinguish it.
Where do you get the money to buy one of these units? That'd be one question, because they're very expensive.
So I've been very active because I feel strongly if you're going to live in the community, you give back.